Hello, my name is Paul Barnes, and nobody asked me, but I just have to say, being sick sucks. Nothing life threatening, just a little illness, so I wasn't able to make videos the way I wanted. But today I had to make a video because I'm livid. I'm so upset right now that I can barely contain myself. I watched the Democratic debate last night. Even though I'm not a Democrat, I'm a registered independent, and I have been a registered independent for most of my life. Mostly because of the shenanigans that happens in both the Democratic and the Republican parties. Both of them lost my respect decades ago. And it hasn't gotten any better as time has gone on because neither party has changed. The shenanigans still go on. The Republicans with gerrymandering and other things that deny people the right to vote, which is a crucial part of our democracy. I would say it's a building block of our democracy. And then we have the Democratic Party, which I'm livid at today. Whoever goes into the Democratic convention with a plurality of the votes, which means they have the most votes and the most delegates. If anyone, I don't care who it is, I'm not a Bernie bro, I'm not a Klobuchar, I'm not a Mayo Pete supporter, I don't support Warren. I really don't pick a candidate to support till after Super Tuesday because it doesn't make any sense until then. Not enough votes have been counted till then. I know the ones I don't like, and I know the ones I do like. But the bottom line is, if any of these candidates go into the convention with a plurality of votes, and they do not get the nomination, I will sit out this process and make my decision on election day as to whether I will vote or not. They're telling me they don't want me to be a part of the process. They're telling me they don't want my vote. They certainly are telling me they don't respect it. So why should I respect their process? I shouldn't. I shouldn't. You know, to get me out of, not my sick bed, but might as well say sick bed, but to get me while I'm ill, to make a video, tells you how I feel about this. I feel very strongly that we need to not have a repeat of 2016. How do we do that? How do we avoid having a repeat of 2016? How do we do that? Well, by having a clean and democratic process. Not that the election is a clean and democratic process with the electoral college, but at least on the primary, where we're shaking out the tree to find the best, produce. Why flaw that process so we get a rotten fruit from the start so there's no chance that we can win? Why? That makes no sense to me. And if it doesn't make sense to me, why should I even buy into it? Why? I hear a lot of reasons, and I hear a lot of people who I have a lot of respect for, who talk about this process in a way that I clearly see what they're saying, and for the most part I agree with them. But there's a time to take a stand, and this is the time. We've got kids in cages. Our economy is going to go to crap. 60% of the people make less than $40,000 a year. And the Democrats aren't on our side to alleviate any of that. People are dying every day because they don't have health insurance, can't get health insurance, and the system right now is designed to kill them, not help them. We don't really have a healthcare system in America unless you have money. So like I said, this is not the time for them to screw around the process. This is not the time for them to discount my vote and then demand that I vote because of the guy in the White House. Any talk about Trump during the primary is a bid to get him a second term. The more you talk about Trump, the more he's on people's minds. He's the elephant in the room. Let him be the elephant in the room. People forget the elephant in the room, but they won't forget a flawed DNC process that negates the votes that people made. They will not forget that. I won't forget that. And on election day, I'll decide whether I want to vote on that, because obviously you guys aren't taking it serious enough to do the right thing. So why should I? Like I said, nobody asked me, but I just have to say, if you don't respect my vote enough to have a clean and fair process, and so far everything I've seen tells me you don't, I'll decide on election day whether I want to vote or not. I just want a clean process. I don't care who the nominee is. If the person going into the convention has the most votes and the most delegates, or just the most delegates, and they don't get the nomination, I'm out of the process completely. And I'll decide on election day